Welcome to the Long Distance Pizza Party podcast, where we break the rules, serve up slices of conversation that go beyond the usual. We believe there are three things you're not supposed to talk about: pizza, politics, and a third thing. But guess what? We're tackling all three. So grab a slice, pepperoni, sausage, whatever you like. Kick back and get ready, because no topic is off this table. Let the party begin. That's the wrong face, Crad. You're supposed to have the face from your election photos. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Long Distance Party podcast, episode 31. New year, new episodes, new guests, all that fun stuff. So if you do want to follow us, or if you like more stuff like this, just follow us at Pizza Party Pod on social media and here on YouTube, or audio if you're finding us there. Or heck, on the radio, because starting soon, episodes will be going there. I just got done cutting a bunch of them together, actually. I had to, trim down some older episodes to send, which was great. I rewatched our first episode. Good Lord, what were we doing?
I don't know. Have we come far from then, or does it look better or worse?
Better.
Good.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what mic I was using. I don't know. Dude, there's cats of dead air I cut out. I was like, oh, good Lord. And Crad, not Crad, Strange didn't talk mostly the whole time. I was like, what the heck's going on here? Man. But speaking of New Year stuff, with this, Dawk, you had an idea, just because it is a new year. We never really brought it up because of our guest last week about New Year's resolutions. And Dawk and I off air were talking about Christmas stuff. We kind of like to do this. So how was your guys' Christmas?
It was good.
Yeah.
Good family, and yeah.
As I was telling Doc, I slept most of Christmas.
Which may be a nice change for you. So.
Oh, it was so nice. No, not really. I kind of was just so bored waiting for people to show up. Because
so you just went to sleep, huh?
Yeah, well, again, when my brothers decided not to show up till about 3 in the afternoon, for Christmas.
Of
course, you say when every year that we have a certain time we do Christmas at your grandparents, you would show up. But he decided to leave the house at noon. I don't know what his idea was. But I slept. I think I watched the Christmas movie or the Christmas Story 3 times in a row while I was in and out of sleep. So yeah. Thanks to whatever TV channel that was intruding my dreams and my sleep.
Well, the question is, you probably dreamed of you outside sticking your tongue to a light pole, didn't you?
No. Nor was I dreaming about a lamp with of the shape of a lady's leg. Yeah.
Did you have an urge to get a Red Ryder BB gun?
No, not that either.
That's disappointing.
I know. Yeah. What about yours, Crad?
Mine was pretty good. Celebrated Christmas Eve with in-laws and Christmas Day with outlaws. No, I was kidding. No. Christmas Day with my side of the family. My wife, unfortunately, was sick during the Christmas holiday with a sinus infection, which I am now recovering from. So if I cough on occasion,
yikes!
That is why my wife gave me the gift of a sinus infection.
That's now twice that you've gotten sick at holidays.
I think we just trade it back and forth. That's our annual holiday tradition now. But it was good. Always nice to be off work in the middle of the week. That was kind of nice. And then again this week for New Year's Day, which was good. So yeah, overall it was pretty good. Nothing too out of the norm. Got a pretty cool Christmas gift. I don't know if y'all want to share that or not, but one of the Christmas gifts I got is they're going to have a baseball game this year in a NASCAR speedway.
What?
First ever baseball game at a NASCAR track, and I got tickets to it for Christmas.
So, are they gonna have the cars and they just toss the ball out the window?
No, they're converting the infield to a baseball diamond. I think.
Interesting.
How they're going to do it. Yeah. So they had a football game there a few years ago, a college football game, nationally televised college football game, and so now they're having the first ever baseball game at a NASCAR track, as far as I know. So that's going to be
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Kind
Yeah,
of
I
hooked
didn't.
up.
Yeah, I didn't get many Christmas gifts. Of course, the older I've gotten, it's fewer gifts.
Right.
But I got some cash for a computer because I was like, I don't know what else to ask for. I was like, money for computer, I guess. My brother actually got me this. It's too far away. I got a whole set of them. Him and his fiance got me like there are these horn cups of like different sizes. So these are actually really cool.
Nice.
I was very surprised to get something like that when I got his wife some cookbooks and some dish towels. So it was, it's like
I'm sorry. Are you preparing her for wifedom or something?
Yes.
I got her some cookbooks and dish towels.
yes,
I'm going with stereotypical gender roles. Here we go. This is for Christmas for you.
yes.
That's funny.
I got the other because two of my brothers are getting married. So the other one, I got her a plushy dinosaur. So like,
Man, you're really good at gift giving, aren't you, buddy?
yep. Yep. I gotta be careful because they listen to this. So
that's funny though. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, yeah, here's you what you're expected to have as a wife. There you go.
I'm because they listen. I'm saying this is out of love.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And not out of male patriarchy. No, I'm just kidding.
No. That's that's something my brother would say.
So you're just preparing it for the brother.
Excuse me.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself, and I do. What'd you get, Dawk? Anything interesting?
I got a new toy in the Ninja Creamy.
Oh,
For the ice cream maker.
what have you made so far?
Some sorbets.
Ooh.
Trying to be healthy after all the sugar you get packed into it.
I know.
Holidays.
Don't. Yeah.
You don't need any extra, so they got you an ice cream maker.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, granted, I did ask for it, but
I am slightly jealous because I kind of wanted one of those too. I'm not gonna lie.
My dad's got one. It's downstairs right now.
Yeah, my mother-in-law has one too.
I
So
mean,
that's
the only
pretty
thing, if it was like if you just put the stuff in there and let it go, would be cool instead of having to freeze it overnight beforehand. But
Yeah.
it's a great tool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it. It's just
Sounds like you are complaining. About it. It's like, I gotta put a little effort into my work.
Man, I got gosh, I can make ice cream.
I gotta actually
Man, it's
blend
too much
something.
effort.
Jeez.
Gotta go throw it in the freezer and then remember that it's in there.
Yeah, I know. That's my problem. My dad will make all the stuff. Like, he's like make crazy concoctions. I go to get ice. There's just like little cups of. I was like, I gotta get in here, and I can't because there's all this ice cream. Like, it doesn't help either. I have brothers that work at Culver's, so I come home. There's just pints in my freezer, and I can't take any of it because it's all got names on it. So I'm like, gosh darn it.
Dag nabbit.
The holidays have
So-
gotten like very slow for me. I feel like they aren't like, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. Isn't just the chaos that it like I remember it being.
It came upon to me. It came on really fast.
No, the chaos is still there. It's just the amount of energy you have for it now is slowed down.
Or you put
That's called growing up.
Oh well, yeah. There's that, but also we've also
Yeah,
forced
Nathan, there's a thing called growing up.
Well, listen,
Try it sometime, buddy.
listen. I was
Show in
helping
your
out.
20s.
Listen, I was helping at Christmas. I was doing stuff. I was helping out.
You just said you were sleeping all day.
Yeah, in between me
After watching The
sleeping.
Christmas Story like 3 times.
Yeah, in between me sleeping and yeah, I was helping out.
So you're saying you were helping out by staying out of the way? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I guess that's valid.
that's
Okay.
There's always that one-
That explains why it was so slow for you too.
yeah. Well, also it's like we forced my grandma not to do a lot. We're like, hey, no, like sit down, let us take care of it.
So what you're saying, I get it now. So what you're saying is you helped out by modeling to your grandmother what you should do on Christmas Day. Nap and watch the Christmas Story. That's
Sure. Yeah.
That's how you helped. Way to go.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, I was helping out.
There you go. You modeled what you should do on Christmas.
Yeah. There you go.
Gotcha.
Setting a precedent.
Yeah. Speaking of setting a precedent, I'm going to give you a little advice for those of us that have hit puberty. No, no, just kidding, just
I was
kidding.
gonna
No,
say, whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa.
no. I'm just kidding. No, for those of us that are married, um, I did something kind of cool for my wife this year, and she was like, she was standing in front of me a minute ago. She's like, "Tell them what you did for me for Christmas." So I'm going to tell you what I did. She's a big fan of Highland cows, as a lot of females are, which is fine. I like Highland cows; they're kind of cool. But so what she did, or what I did, I should say, was I did a practical gift. I remodeled our upstairs bathroom and made it a Highland cow bathroom.
Oh,
We
nice.
decorated, not remodeled, because that would actually turn out that I ripped out stuff and
Yeah,
put
you
a new
just patched it
put it,
up.
I put in a new toilet with a Highland cow on it and a new but no, I didn't really do that. But I redecorated it in a Highland cow theme when she was gone, and she really liked that. So she wanted
Nice.
to tell y'all. And I got brownie points. So always aim for the brownie points, Nathan. That's my advice
Look,
for you when you
okay,
get married.
in my defense, my brother's fiance was wanting stuff like that. So it was not.
Circling back around.
It was not in my in my
It took me a second.
defense.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" Oh, yeah,
In
we're
my
circling back around.
in my defense, it's what they were wanting. So it's what I
Okay,
got
well,
her.
okay. As long as that's what she wanted, you weren't trying
Yes.
to, give into male stereotypical patriarchy things. I guess that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
But yes, make sure you always go for the brownie points.
Oh yeah.
Those are very important in marriage. So that's a free tip for you.
There you go.
Yeah. So you might appreciate that. But anyway, yes, it was a good Christmas season overall. But I think for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah.
For the most
Did y'all
part.
do anything fun for New Year's?
No, we didn't do anything. It was weird.
Hung out with some friends, and then we watched fireworks go off.
Like local fireworks or like on TV fireworks?
Local fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's
my
a big, like in the neighborhood around me. There's you could actually shoot them off. And so we go out to the big parking lot and watch everybody shoot off their fireworks, and we get a free show.
there you go.
So
My
it saves us a lot of money.
yeah, my I have a neighbor. Any holiday, they just launch fireworks for like several hours. Just loud. And like
At least they're predictable.
it's like a block. Yeah, it's like a block over. I don't even know. It's not even in my subdivision. They just go off. But I didn't do anything this year. I know last year I hung with a bunch of friends, but we didn't do anything this year. So I just stayed home and just hung out with my parents because I was like the only one home. I think we just watched TV. So I think that's all we did. We were very bored. My dad does not stay up that late, so as soon as 9 o'clock hit, he was already in bed. So
Well, my wife and I, we elected not to do much this time because just the holiday season was so busy for us between being in a Christmas production and helping out at church and doing Christmas and she being sick and then I started getting sick that we just decided we're going to just take the night off and just chill, watch the ball drop, that kind of stuff, toast at midnight, but not go and do anything crazy. So enjoyed that probably more than I probably would have actually going places somewhat compared to how crazy the world is out there these days.
oh yes, oh yeah.
But yeah, you do anything, Doc?
Yeah, I just said went watched fireworks and
Oh, that's right. You said that. Duh, sorry. Had a brain fart.
played
Forgive me. I'm gonna
played
call that
faith.
the antibiotic fog. But yes, you just said, "Hey, yeah, I hung out with some friends at West Fireworks." Hey,
Yep, yep. A rousing game of Phase 10.
there you go.
And
That can get competitive, man.
Yeah.
That game could be evil. I said that when the game pulled it out. I was like, this game is evil, and they still wanted to play. I was like, okay,
Especially when you get to Phase 7, I think it is. So
yeah, that's
Oh yeah, when we do it with our family, my brother's family does not like it when I shuffle cards because I can't shuffle. So it's just me fumbling with cards, trying to act like I can shuffle cards. So
are
it's
you trying to talk at the same time to disguise the fact you can't shuffle?
no, I just
You one of those
don't.
people.
No, it doesn't help my brother like learn card tricks and it's like doing them in front of people. So
He's taking cards, spinning them on his finger, going.
He's
around
not
like
that.
this.
No, he can, but he can like like you see the scenes in movies where like they're shuffling like the casinos.
The sideways shuffle.
Yeah, he's doing like stuff like that. Yeah, he's doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Let's see, what are the cards? We'll
He
start
might
doing
play.
that on
He
here.
might play poker on the side, and you don't even know about it. So
He joked about it at one point since when the casino opened, but I doubt he did.
Mm.
I hope he didn't.
we'll pray for him.
I know. He's sick right now. He's probably wants it. He's in bed right now. I see him. I hear him getting up every so often. I forget he's here.
Bless him.
I know, my poor brother. Poor
I'll tell you
guy.
one thing. I'm glad I don't have like the norovirus going around now.
Oh, what's going on around now?
There's a nora, something like that. The bad stomach bug.
Oh, the stomach bug.
I'm glad I don't have that because that would really not be fun.
Yeah.
I might not be on this podcast right now if I had that. I might be.
Just in a bed.
Well, I might
just-
would be, but I'd be broadcasting from a different room. I'll put it like that.
different
You definitely
room.
would be seeing me from the waist down. Let's put it like that.
Oh, that dude.
Like that. You're welcome for that visual.
There we go.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going. See you
There we
later.
go.
I'm gone. No, just kidding.
There you go. Doc was bringing this up. Do you guys do any New Year's resolutions for, or were you just like, I don't care?
I wouldn't say I deliberately dedicated any kind of New Year's resolution. I mean, I'm still continuing things from last year that I'm trying to carry into the new year, such as being healthier as far as weight loss goals and spiritually.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I'm carrying things like that. I didn't say, hey, because it's New Year's, I'm going to do such and such and so and so. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. In Oregon Elk Group, we were talking about it. We're like, what's your New Year's resolutions or stuff? And I was like, I don't want to say anything because it's gonna be the same stuff that I've been working on. I kind of hate that when people are like, I'm gonna do this thing. Like they choose a New Year's resolution and someone like, oh, here's something I want to work on, and I can work on it at any time. And if I stumble, I stumble, and that's when you just keep going. Like, I think people put too much pressure on it as a resolution. Where he's like, I'm gonna do it this year, instead of just like, oh, here's something that I could start working on. Like, that's why I've always hated resolutions, and why I always hate when people ask me about it. Like, because I'm like, it's gonna be some stuff that I've been working on. Like,
Yeah, it's always things that your things should be working on, or like goals
Yeah.
to work towards. That way, if it doesn't happen, oh well.
Yeah.
But I was like, my thing there was the thing that says New Year's resolutions versus doing different spiritual disciplines.
yeah, it's
Because the resolution in most of the time is something, oh, I'm going to stick to this, and then by February, if you're lucky, by February you're still doing it.
Yeah.
95% of the time, you're not.
Or it's like the joke is the gym membership. Everyone buys a gym membership 2 weeks in, a month in. By February, a bunch of no one's there.
Right.
Like your commitment should not be treated like a gym membership. It should be something that you're continually working towards. Yeah.
Now, essentially, the gyms don't care about that because they're still getting paid. Either way.
Oh, I know.
People
happy.
still pay the gym tax even if they're not going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're happy. They don't care.
Yeah, I
Bring it
know.
on.
Here we go.
You signed the contract,
Yeah.
and good luck getting out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like
So
timeshare.
Ugh. Yeah, it's I don't know. Especially I don't know if your guys' church does anything like this. My church is starting to do like a 25-day fast or 20-day fast or something like that.
21 day.
21 days.
20-day fast. Yeah.
I joined a lot of people start doing the Daniel fast stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, and my parents when the church started doing this, they were like, because my dad's not very cotton to it, but he's like, I'm not gonna do it because of it's like you could fast anytime.
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna be a rebel and not fast, huh?
well, it's like it's fine to fast, but like Jesus fasted for a certain reason.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't do it. He was like, oh, I gotta fast. Like he didn't have his disciples do it. Of course, he didn't at the time have the disciples,
Well, yeah,
but it wasn't. But like he wasn't like, oh, you gotta fast because I fasted. It was he was preparing himself for something.
Well, I
Right.
mean, in the idea of fasting in general, it's to draw. It is to prepare yourself, or it's to draw yourself closer.
Yeah.
It's not. Any of the spiritual disciplines are a personal thing. It shouldn't be like, oh yeah, we're all gonna do this.
Yeah.
It's like if I do a fast, generally I have like two, maybe three people that I tell just to help keep
Yeah.
me accountable. Not because I'm not doing it. What does it say? Don't do it like the Pharisees, where you're going on a thing and wearing the ashes on their head and the um,
Making a big deal of themselves,
yeah, making a
basically.
big deal out of it. Because it's when you go in, you put the oil on your make yourself look nice. They let them know that this is what's happening.
Or in today's culture, posting it to Facebook.
Yeah,
Just
look what I've done.
yeah. Look what I've done. Like, if I like and the other thing I hear with people fasting, it's like I always hear people say, and I don't know what it is. They're like, oh, I'm gonna fast being on my phone, or I'm gonna fast this thing. It's like, okay, but you do that anytime.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if it was a real distraction to you and it was actually hindering you, you would have done it already. Like,
it's a lot of the things with the thing. It's if they would they if they're trying to come up with healthier habits.
yeah, which is
It's
commendable.
yeah,
Like,
and it's the I mean, if that's what they want to if that's if taking the time not scrolling on their phone, and instead they're taking the time to pray, or they're just or taking the time to get to study the Word. Good for them. But it's
yeah,
another thing. It's not a. It shouldn't be a look at me thing.
no, it
Right.
should not.
Right.
I don't know. Like, and for those who are listening, if you want to do resolutions, go for it.
Yeah,
But like the it's again, it's do it because
Doing it for the
you
right reason.
yes, do
yeah,
it for the right reason. Do it because you want to and you actually want to work towards something, not just because like everyone else in your church is doing it or in
yeah,
your house is doing it. Like that's always been my thing about resolutions. And if I'm the outlier, so be it. Like
yeah,
I could really care less.
yeah.
But
And it's like with the different spiritual disciplines. There's all different. I mean, these are things that we're called to do.
yes,
Like we're called to get in the Word, study the Word. We're called to be praying, pray without ceasing, worshiping, meditation on the Scripture, evangelism, serving. Fasting is one of the things that Jesus said, because they was asked, "Why don't your disciples fast?" And he said, "Well, I'm here. They're not going to fast while I'm here, but when I leave, yeah, they'll fast."
yeah,
Right.
Taking time away, the silence, solitude, just different things that we could do to help to keep our focus where it should be and not just on the things of this world.
yeah. It's yeah. Um, is there something that you guys do? I know we were just talking about resolutions, but is there something you guys do want to work on this year? Um, outside of just making a resolution.
Well, like I said, for me, it's growing spiritually and and really working on myself as a person, as a husband, as a leader, spiritual leader, and otherwise, just realizing I cannot do anything good in my own self and my own strength, and trying to not rely on me to fix things because obviously I would love to be able to fix everybody's problems, and sometimes I see situations I want to step in and do something about, but a lot of times that's not my place to do it. I have to really rely on God to fix things. So really learning that myself. Just about y'all.
Nice.
With not really resolution, just things that I don't work on. Is there's this, and these first two kind of go hand in hand. Is healing, letting relying on the Lord to help heal old wounds, and in the same thing, breaking down strongholds but the enemy has but I've allowed to build up. So I go to that stronghold for comfort instead of God, and the different things like that, and then just trying to be more disciplined in mind, body, spirit altogether.
Nice. For me, it's just again being more consistent with stuff, because I do have a habit of just, I call it piling, where I'm just like, oh, I'll put it in this pile, I'll work on it later, instead of just like taking care of it, and then it's taken care of. Like I don't have to worry about it, and then the last minute I'm trying to figure out why I didn't take care of it. Especially I'm someone that likes to autofocus, so like I'll be working on one thing, and so like 3 other things that need to be taken care of have been sitting there because I've just made piles. Today actually I just cleaned a bunch today in my room because I just have like a pile of laundry sitting here and a pile of junk sitting here that never got put back up on a shelf. So I was like, oh, I did that. All I got to do, I think left, I got a vacuum really in here. And I got a bunch of trash throw away, but my trash bin's been full. So I've like outside because the holidays, no one's been here. So like all of that's finally gone. And then like creative stuff. I have a couple ideas for my channel this year. Creating more, and one of my goals is creating more evergreen content. Because there's always those trends that I'll look at, but there is evergreen content I can make that'll, I think, stand a little better and help with growth a little bit. That's like my main things. And then, of course, stuff at church, of course, being in ministry, and a couple other things. Like people ask me I got basically asked to help with the couples Facebook page, which I'm very hesitant about that one because I'm not in a relationship. So I feel like really weird trying to help with the couples thing when I'm not in one. Like in my, like,
maybe that'll be the springboard for you to get one. Hey,
me, yeah, but also it's like when you're the young person in your church and people know you're tech savvy, they ask you to help, and you feel bad you feel bad saying no. But also maybe I should do it. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like trying to help more in the church, but also like where God leads me. Like it took me a little bit to do kids ministry. So it's like that, and then I'm on our security team. So it's like, I think God's working on me with that. Just like, here's what you're doing in the church. Here's what you focus on, instead of trying to be the person who I guess is always trying to help, which I don't mind doing. Like, I don't mind helping out. But there's a point where like people, again, when you stay in your lane, there's certain things God calls you for in the church instead of trying to be everywhere. I think that's like one of the few things I'm working on.
Yeah, there's God gives you a finite amount of time, and you have to steward it well.
Oh yeah,
and that means taking the time to rest. Also,
yeah.
Just because you're young still.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I say this as someone who still has issues with that.
don't we all?
I know.
That balance.
I know. Since just Dawk and I were talking about this off air before we started, because we got into the conversation about shows and stuff like that. What was like, because again, I'm working on a bunch of retrospective stuff, so now I have like all that in my mind. What was like something this past year that really stuck with you? Either something you watched or just like a life thing.
Are you asking that to me or
to all of us?
Specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let me think on that one for me.
I think life for me, I think just because like it was nice broadening the family. Like now I have essentially like 2 other sisters now, which is weird because like I grew up in a house of all boys. So then you have like 2 essentially sisters in the mix. So which is actually really nice. And it's kind of like, they're like, hey, you're in the wedding. I was like, oh no, this is going to be great. Yeah. Oh, funny story about that. So I ordered my suit for my brother's wedding. 2 of my brothers, their weddings are 2 weeks apart. So I ordered my suit. So I was told, order all black suit. Crad, you know how this goes. You order, specifically certain groomsmen have to have certain colors and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure. I bought it, New Year's sale, $130 suit. Great deal.
Yeah.
It showed up and it's blue, not all black. So I now have to drive to a Macy's, which the nearest one's an hour and a half away, to hopefully get it exchanged. So yeah, that was my blunder this year already.
Nice.
So
Well, not
yeah,
nice, but
well, it would happen to anyone. I think I'm the only one that's bought a suit so far.
you see, you got time.
I know. Thank goodness. The wedding's in June, so I got time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank goodness I didn't order the week of the wedding.
No, you've been majorly.
Oh, I would have died.
Good about it. Oh,
I don't know. I don't know which one would have killed me. I don't know if my brother would have killed me or his fiance would have killed me. I don't know which. It would have been bad. It would have been
I
bad.
think for me, as far as things that stuck out from last year, was just very, excuse me, very blessed to see some things in my life change in some positive directions, as well as some new ministry opportunities open up that were not possible, I guess, before. Maybe I
Mm,
should say not possible because anything's possible with God, but were not on my radar, I guess you could say.
nice.
Um, as far as some things I'm getting involved with, so that's been big just to see the progress from the beginning of last year to the end of this year on some things has been really big for me personally, seasonally. So everybody talk at once. Not that kind of podcast. So,
No, I'm just trying to think. I was like, if anything, this year has been more of the learning now not to spread yourself out too thin
Mm,
and where to put your energy, I guess. There's different, like, yes, there's always ministries and stuff you could be jumping into and helping out with, but different, some can be more draining to you than others. We'll just say.
yeah. I think that's something I struggled with last year, where I was like, I feel like I don't want to say I was doing too much. There was times where I was doing too much, and then when I was doing too little, I would like feel like I was doing nothing, and so then like again piling. It's like I kind of kept myself like there was stuff that I wanted to watch or the stuff I wanted to do, and I never did it, and I don't know why. Like I was like, for whatever reason, I didn't do it. Either I had too little time to take care of it, or in my mind, I had so much to do, I can't sit down and relax for like 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Like I think that's something with this year where it's like last night, I didn't do anything. I didn't edit anything. I just sat there and I watched a movie. I just did that why I cleaned. That it was like a good thing for me. I was like, oh, I'll watch a movie, but also I'll do something productive while I'm watching the movie. So, but it wasn't like where I got to do like 8 things at once. So I think it was like kind of nice. I was like, oh, good. Now I have to kind of set myself a pace for this year so stuff can actually get done.
And now the word for this year is delegate.
Oh yeah, that's a word I love using at work. That's
Now remember that for the rest of your life too.
oh
For your
yes,
ministry stuff too.
oh yes. Just speaking of movies, was there like a movie or show you guys really liked that came out this past year that
hmm.
stuck out to you? That because I feel like there was a bunch of stuff that kind of just blurred together this year.
Like nothing really stuck out.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah, for me, I went and saw. I know, Crad, you and I were talking about this before it came out. The new Lord of the Rings movie. I went and saw
Oh,
that the day it came out, and it was really good. I really liked it.
yeah, still haven't
It
seen
was a
it yet.
prize for me. Really,
Yeah, still haven't seen it.
it's really good.
Oh, it is good. Yeah.
Yeah, still haven't seen it. Don't ruin it for me, guys.
I have a friend at
Oh no.
church. There's a lady at church. She's like, well, I haven't seen any of them. It's like we should do a marathon. It's like, do you have much time? Yeah. It's like you need. I don't think you realize how many movies there are. It's like,
Depending upon if you watch the extended versions or not. Or
yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. You could do a Star Wars marathon and do
Uh,
with everything.
you be there forever.
Jeez. All right, both back to back. There you go. That'll be a nice thing to do.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
So
Ugh.
you got a month?
Yeah. Here we go.
2?
Uh, I don't know. I like the What is that? I gotta look it up now because it's gonna annoy me. 1 second.
While he's looking that up, I actually got to get something to show that I got from Lord of the Rings, actually.
I got it. I actually
You
like
get the hammer.
I actually like the Wild Robot.
I didn't see that one yet.
I actually like that movie.
What was it?
The Wild Robot.
Well, I didn't watch it. I heard good things. It was one of those things I didn't watch.
It's a good one. I like that one.
But
You get the popcorn bucket.
I did. I got the.
I can tell you the one I was disappointed by though, and that
What was
the Beetlejuice. Could not stand that.
Oh, the new one, the Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Didn't like that one.
Really? What was it they didn't like it? Because I heard both. I heard mixed things. Some people liked it, and people didn't like it.
It was cute.
I think it was just bizarre to me.
But it's Beetlejuice. Crad. I was like,
that's a
that's.
lot because Beetlejuice is bizarre.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it
like,
was just like bizarre to another level to me.
Was it bizarre because they were like, hey, remember this, but also let's add new elements? Was that?
I guess it's one of those things. It's common with a lot of movies. You just cannot beat the original.
But yeah, it's that
It's
also.
not supposed to be the original. I understand that, but
Yeah.
either way, show us your awesome hammer because I saw you kind of.
It's the popcorn bucket they made of it.
Nice.
I don't know how much. It's like a very small amount of popcorn. Where's
This
the?
is like what do
there
you
it
put
is.
like one kernel down the tube at a time, or
I don't know. I guess it's like if you have like those like small bags of it, but it's really cool. The box they sent it when I ordered it, like got my ticket. They're like, "You want the popcorn bucket?" I was like, "Yeah," and they had it on display there, and they're like, "Oh, here you go." And sent me, like, gave me like a small white box. I was like, "This ain't the right size." Like, this is weird, but it all like the handles like in separate pieces, like you just screw together.
nice.
Like popcorn buckets, dude. That's actually a video I'm working on. I did like a retrospective thing of like different stuff. It was like that ones I did because I started collecting popcorn buckets. Add another thing to stuff I collect.
Oh, that's funny because I've got a few of them myself. I want the Gladiator helmet.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet, but I
Oh,
want
nice. It's nice.
The only one I've actually got is the dice.
The dice.
Yeah.
Oh, from D&D.
Nice. That's kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like Crad. I feel like there's been a bunch of movies this year where like, hey, you remember this? Hey, 40-year-olds, remember this? You're gonna take your kid to go see it. That's what it felt like this year.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you want to do a nostalgia movie, but also like don't treat your audience like dummies. Like tell a good movie first, set in that.
Speaking of Gladiator, I like that one pretty good.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I like that one pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Really?
I think it's some good throwbacks to the first one.
Yeah, that was one of those movies where I was like, because I like pick and chose what I saw. I was like, do I want to see Gladiator 2, or do I want to go see Lord of the Rings? I was like, I want to go see Lord of the Rings. So like that's something I feel like I'm gonna enjoy more. Like I vaguely remember Gladiator 1, so I was like, I don't want to go and not feel like I'm not enjoying it because I can't remember anything.
Right.
Like yeah, like the other night, like I felt that like I watched the new Alien Romulus. I watched that the other night.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but I was also like at a certain point they started going into like the prequel stuff with like Prometheus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where they got to like introduce the engineers and everything. I was like, oh, that's when you lost me. It was great till that moment, until they were like introducing like these other like not xenomorph creatures. I was like,
so the Fassbender movies, okay.
Yes. No, dude, it's that because like in the movie there's a character they reveal it's like a like emotional moment like she found out she's pregnant. So she's like it's that like oh she's gonna get eaten by the aliens or whatever. And then like she gets injected with something and like one of them pops out of her and it's like this weird neophyte thing. I was like, this thing sucks. I hate this. Like it looked bad. Because it just didn't fit with the whole movie. But like they got some basketball player to play him, like dude, like in the makeup, like the 7-foot tall dude, or something like that. I don't think he was a basketball player, but he was like a really tall dude. And then I felt bad when I was like making fun of it because like someone actually put actual work into that makeup. Mm-hmm. But that part of the movie sucked, and like they could have made it interesting.
Some people might have liked it.
I know that's the other thing is like there's people that are liking this stuff, that are liking these because the
thing is it's all subjective.
There's that too. It's like I went and saw the other movie I really liked was Transformers 1, and a lot of people I know didn't like it.
All right.
And I really loved it. Like as a Transformers fan, I like loved it. There's a kid in the theater that like whenever Shockwave would show up on screen, I just hear down in the corner, yeah, Shockwave. I was like, I feel like I wouldn't be that kid, but to that kid, like he was enjoying like having a fun time. I don't know why he was out because it was like 11:30 at night, but like, I feel like that's again like there's a lot of stuff now that they complain, but also like it's not. Sometimes it's not meant for those people. Like if someone's enjoying it, they're enjoying it.
Well, it's like the new Skeleton Crew. It's a fun, cheesy little adventure story.
Yeah.
Pirates, space pirates.
Yeah.
And yes, there's people who are going to be like, oh, they should have been that cheesy. I'm like,
it's Star Wars.
Fun. It's Star Wars. It's fun. It's
well, like,
they're not taking this so seriously.
Just like what you and I were talking about off air. We were talking about the Ewoks, like teddy bears stuffed with stormtroopers. Like, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the thing. Everything's subjective. Art's subjective. People are going to like different things about it.
Oh yeah.
Depending on how you grew up or how you think. But yeah, when it comes to that, like the shows and things. I was like, if anything, movie wise, this year, Deadpool Wolverine. That was this year or last year, right?
No, this past year. It's weird saying it's weird saying this year because it's been like 2 days. So
this year, 2 days ago, it came out.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, that was that. Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine was
good stuff.
Yeah, it was just like a good wrap up for the Fox universe.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I'm not a big Deadpool fan, so it's more of that's why I appreciate his character, but also I get very irritated by his character. Like whenever I see him and read him and stuff, I'm like, get this guy out of here. But in some stories, he's like really good, so it's like it's frustrating. But I've heard good things. What was that?
Feast or famine, so to speak.
Yeah, like I don't like a lot of lull humor. That's my. And sometimes he's written that way, or he's serious with a tad of humor, and I prefer that. But I know a lot of people, like kids now, like more of the lull humor, Fortnite, Deadpool. Like, I don't know. It's, oh man. I hate Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite.
Can't tell you that at all, buddy.
Oh man. So bad. I hate it. So frustrating. It's all kids reference, and I'm like, I don't know what you're referencing. But then I bring up stuff like I don't know what that is. So it's either or.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like I was those kids, and the kids or the people that were my age then probably felt the same way.
As I said earlier, welcome to growing up.
Yeah, I know. I feel old. I know.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys are looking forward to this year?
Retirement. No.
Retirement? You're not that old.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kind of curious to see what doors are open. I know, but it's just been very true in my life the last few months. But see what doors are open. Hoping for a new and improved job at some point.
Oh, nice.
Great. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe a little one might be running around here in the future. This year,
oh boy!
If that's Lord's will. My wife didn't shoot me a side on that one, so I guess we're okay there.
A shoe isn't getting thrown.
She gave me a thumbs up. Anyway, but so we'll see about that one. So yeah, that's some big things. Hopefully in the future. What about y'all?
I think it's just like work stuff. I don't know if I want to move up at work. I got that taste of power, and I don't know if I liked it.
Got that taste of power.
Well, I liked being in charge, but also I don't know if that's what I want to do or what. Well, let me rephrase this. I don't know if that's God's will yet. Like I hate saying that where it's like I don't know if that's what I wanted to do, but funny how things work with God, where He's like, you don't like it? Well, here you're doing it now. Like I don't know. I liked it, but I don't know if I want to be that type of person where they're always like my dad's the 9 to 5 guy, but I don't know if that's me being the 9 to 5 guy. I don't know. I hate saying it because I feel like that's everyone now. Who's like, oh, I'm gonna get big on Twitch or so, like like internet, like Dogecoin. Like I don't like I hate hearing that. But like I feel like my focus now is just doing ministry and like other things, and then work is supplementing that all. And I like working. I love working because it keeps me busy and it gives me something to do. Like I could be doing other things instead of working. But also like I want to like I guess spread out a little more. So like one of my plans is moving out at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year. I'm just trying to save money up.
That's big stuff.
Yeah. Thank goodness I have helped my brother does real estate, so I do have help there. He'll send me links to houses like here you go. I was like thanks,
Oh, yeah.
thanks. And then my mom keeps pushing for it. But I don't like whenever, God calls it, getting a relationship, my mom keeps pushing for it. It doesn't help that two of my brothers.
Is that a polite way for saying, get out of here? No.
Yeah, it doesn't help that two of my brothers are going to getting married. So I think she's kind of in that mindset where it's like, oh, two are already.
She's ready for the empty nest.
Yeah, I don't know what she's going to do. I feel like she'd be bored without us.
You can come visit, but you can't stay here. No.
Yeah.
No.
But
If y'all are all moving out in a relationship, the thing, that means grandkids coming soon. That's what she's thinking.
That's what it is.
Or my dad says, "Oh, I can put the bowling alley in." That's what every dad says.
Take your room back over, right?
Yeah, I know. But it's also like it's nice. I get to have my brothers experience stuff, and then I get experience it with them. Just when they have now they're getting married, so now it's like having extended family, which is going to be fun and interesting. Because I just got news. One of my brothers, he moved to Chicago for school, and he's going to be moving back here and helping out the school we all went to at the church there.
Oh.
So it's going to be kind of fun.
Full
He's going to be back. The joke is if you went to that school and then you moved away to college and you come back, you're working at that school. That's the joke because it keeps happening.
Makes
So,
sense.
yeah. Which I'm not one of those people, but like I go there and everyone knows me still. So like I get asked occasionally, "Do you want to come help with this?" I was like, "I don't go to your church. I'm doing got stuff at my church. Sorry."
Hey man, don't turn it down. Come on.
Well, okay. I'm Pentecostal. They're Baptist. I'm not trying to be like, oh, those dirty Baptists, but it's like it's interesting.
Baptist, they ruin everything. No.
I know.
Yeah. Baptists are so horrible. Let me tell
I
you.
didn't say they were horrible. Strange isn't here, so I can say what I want.
Because I'm Baptist too, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow. Awkward silence.
Gosh darn it.
Oh well, it's okay. We forget. The grace covers a multitude of sins.
There we go.
Or stupidities.
Yeah, there's that too.
One of these days, you'll grow up and figure out when to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, I know how to keep. Well, I was gonna say I know how to keep my mouth shut.
I think that's not necessarily a grown-up thing because I'm technically grown up and I don't know how to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
don't
there's
either. I don't
adults
either.
there's adults that don't know how to keep their mouth shut. So
Yeah, this year, looking forward to. See what like Crad said. See what opportunities the Lord opens up.
Yeah, I didn't think a couple of years ago I'd be a part of a podcast. Look where we are.
Yeah.
I know. There you go.
And then see what that happens. To get to what was I gonna say? My brain just went. Like I had something I was gonna say, and then but
You got
right there.
you got insulted about Baptist, and you're just
you just threw me off. Dang kids.
I have that effect on people.
Dang on kids.
No, I'll say I'll say one thing I like to do sometimes, like for the New Year, do it actually once every couple of years. I'll go through Tozer has a good one, The Pursuit of God. I'll go through and read that, or There's a book by Donald Whitney on spiritual disciplines, just to help refocus.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
So, just kept refocus and try and help because as we're called to keep our eyes on the prize, the higher calling. So if we keep refocusing, and not let ourselves get distracted as much, I still haven't figured out how to keep that one from happening.
Yeah. I think some people get so hung up on distractions and instead of looking at it as like, well, maybe it's not a distraction, maybe it's something from God leading you in the right way. Because as people, we have a tendency to try to do stuff on our own.
Yeah.
Instead of, when God's put it out in front of you, like he's like, hey, here's what I got for you, and you're off in a bush instead of looking at the apples.
Yeah.
Like
You lose the forest for the trees.
yeah. It's, I don't know. It's 2025. I feel like it's going to be really exciting. Again, like what you guys are saying, just what's going to happen, and just like, again, Doc and I were kind of talking with this off air, just stuff that's coming out. If you're a nerd or not, just stuff that's happening, and even just the world too. Like, newish president, other stuff that's happening. I feel like it's going to be a very interesting year. Though I feel like someone says that every year. It's like, oh, next year's going to be a very interesting year.
New Star Trek movie coming out.
Is it a movie or is it? I think it's a.
They're doing a movie on. It's not in theaters. It's straight to streaming. But
Yeah, it's got
Section 31.
Isn't it Michelle Yeoh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Section 31. That'll be good.
Section 31. Yeah. I don't have Paramount Plus. I have zero. I was like, oh, Paramount's got something. Oh, I don't really want to get Paramount Plus. Like, it's very unfortunate.
These days, man.
Dude, I feel like there's more.
It really feels that way.
Like, one disappears, but another one shows up.
Mm-hmm. It's worse than cable.
Oh yeah, dude! I saw an Instagram post. Someone was talking about the most pirated shows. I was like, "Where are you going to pirate this stuff?" Like, but I
cannot confirm or deny where you.
Okay.
It's you, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
No,
But
I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, but I get it because there's so much. Like, Disney Plus has everything. Hulu has everything. Whatever other streaming services out there. Chick-fil-A Plus or whatever. Like, that's not me joking because Chick-fil-A was announcing a streaming service.
Yep, he's correct.
Because
let's see.
Why?
What annoys me is Sony with Stars. Because everywhere else, everything will go everywhere else, but then Sony keeps their one little thing because they'll keep them all locked up in that one little.
Why?
Don't.
Why? With Disney Plus, it makes sense because that's Disney's thing.
Yeah.
But like, Warner Brothers is weird because they had Max, and then it's like, oh, actually, some stuff it's on Netflix, but it's not on Max. Makes no sense. I can't go all to one place.
Yeah,
or
that's the trick. They mix it up. They trade licenses.
Well, Max also was losing money, so they were diversifying their stuff to other streaming services to get money.
Well, that's because the Discovery Channel guy took over and crashed a bunch of stuff. He's like, this is what we need to do. We need to have just all of this content like this. This is what people want to watch.
Yeah, don't tell your people, oh, go to Max for the guys. That's for the guys. The lean forward content and Discovery for the women. It's all the lean back content. Don't tell people that. That's how you lose people.
Yeah.
It doesn't help also because Warner Brothers is owned by all of that. They're like, we're going to create a comic book event. We're going to call it 5G. We will advertise our cell service for AT&T. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh man. That made me so. That still frustrates me whenever I see like the trades for it at like the library. Like it's all the trades for like this one event. So I read like an event that was like $300 total, buying everything for free at the public library 2 months after it came out. It was so nice because I didn't feel like I was wasting money.
Well, it showed them, huh?
Oh yes, yes,
Dadgummit.
yep. Is there any shows you guys looking forward to? Because we were just complaining about streaming services. Is there anything you guys are like looking forward to that's been announced, or some trailers that have dropped of anything?
The news. Well, it's not a show, but the new Superman movie looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's I hear a lot of people say they like it, but then I also hear a lot of people complaining about it. So I just saw a news article.
Like everything else, I feel like.
Well, there was just a news article. Someone was complaining about like Superman's not going to be good. Like, from what I saw, it looks interesting. And if it's not great, it's going to be at least good.
I gotta give it a shot.
Yeah. Like, but we also haven't had a Superman movie in how long?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
10 years? Ish.
DC has been so hit and miss lately.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them have, but
And that's the other thing. I think because DC's been consistently hit or miss
yeah.
for so long, I think they have the hardest time trying to get new people back. I think that's like their biggest struggle. Yeah, that's like I think that's like one of the big things I'm excited for this year with Superman, because I just like how it looks and the overall vibe. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be the Reeves movies.
All right.
It's like that. It's like the Brandon Routh one where it's like, hey, let's be the Christopher Reeves movies, but not.
Yeah.
Like,
that wasn't that bad. It got a lot more hate than it should have.
Yeah, I do like parts of that movie. I don't like certain parts of that movie, but I don't hate that movie. Like, it's a decent Superman movie. Like, there's some stuff like that. Some of the costume stuff I don't like. I like mostly like that Superman costume, but I hate the redundant S on the belt. That's a me thing. But like, I think I'm just excited for I'm excited for Thunderbolts as well. Like, that's a Marvel movie I'm excited for. I'm scared now because it just got reshoots because it got affected by the Captain America movie, which now I'm more hesitant for, that I'm less excited for every time I hear stuff about. Like, I don't know. Like, Marvel, like recently, like I watched What If Season 3 recently, and I hated it so much.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of them. Hadn't gotten through the whole thing yet.
And parts where I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. But then some of this I was like, I don't like this. Why is this an episode? You just wasted my time. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to watch an episode about Howard the Duck getting married. It's like someone had a bet. It's like, how do I make the Howard the Duck movie worse? Like, oh man.
Howard the Duck movie. Oh.
That frustrated me so much.
But yeah, I mean, they're putting out content still. At
Yeah.
least they're not. At least they're not just saying, okay, at least they're not just scrapping it and saying, oh, we filmed all this stuff or we did all this work. We're just going to scrap it for a
tax write-off.
Tax write-off because we don't think it's up to snuff that we want to. At least they're willing to put it out there.
Gee, what company did that recently? You know. Just... oh man. I still kind of want to see that Acme movie.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks that movie got written off. Like, but then, hey, let's put out the Flash movie, you know, like,
Bless him.
yeah, I know. It's...
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. The nostalgia thing, I'm curious about because they're going to bring Dexter back, supposedly.
Oh, the show? Isn't that already out?
Well, right now they're doing a prequel series.
Yeah.
But they're going to bring like a continuation of like the original show.
How?
I don't know.
Are they going to go retcon the ending? We're like, actually, I survived the bullet wound. It's actually a blank. Like,
well, they kind of
spoilers.
They kind of did that a little bit. It didn't. It was that they since it was up in the cold, they ended up getting into him, and he's in the hospital, and then That's where they can start off with the Dexter original sin, is because he's like his last life flashes before his eyes.
Oh, sure, okay.
So he's going back and seeing what happened as he was a kid.
I hate stuff like that where it's like, hey, let's retcon the ending when we bring it back.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I'm just curious to see with this one.
Yeah,
Just because, even though there's no way, you could say, there's no way a Christian show. No way.
No, yeah, the show about the serial killer. No,
It's not. There's not no redeeming qualities, but I enjoyed it.
That's fair. I see all the clips for it, and I was like, oh, I can see why people like this.
I mean, he's a vigilante. Think of the vigilante that kills people.
Yeah.
So he's always like Punisher.
Yeah, it's like why Marvel Comics and why no one's put him on death row. Because they got to tell stories. Or why isn't Batman kill the Joker? Or like Gotham PD, just put Joker in the electric chair. Because they got to tell stories.
You got the stories there. You say that, but like I was say, like Punisher actually kills people, or so the other more vigilante ones will kill people.
Yeah.
But they don't go through.
Yeah.
And they don't send them off to jail.
To quote Batman, he's young, he'll heal. Like it's like that's something he likes to say. Thanks, Dark Knight. Or not Dark Knight. Dark Knight Returns. Not, as I was like, yeah, Dark Knight. No, I don't think he ever said that in that movie. Because I think the worst thing he did was string people up. No, I think he let someone get attacked by a Rottweiler. I think that's the worst thing he's done in that movie. I can't remember.
But yeah, that's one thing I'm optimistic. I'm kind of optimistic about. I want to see what they do with it.
Yeah, you're more curious because like, how well can they make this for it's like not good, and we're just trying to string a series along.
Well, the way they ended it originally, and then they did that little revival.
The New Blood.
Yeah, the New Blood revival, and then so we'll see if they can actually end it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got into Dexter, but that's like a lot of shows where I feel like I've watched enough. Like they'll show up on TikTok.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, I watched all these crime series, or I've like, oh, I watch all the medical dramas just through clips.
Yeah.
Thanks, TikTok.
Thanks, TikTok.
Yep. You're the cultural zeitgeist now. Everyone will just post TV clips.
Which, according to what's going on, it may be banned for too long. So.
Yeah, but this isn't the first. This isn't the first time that we've heard TikTok would get banned.
Oh,
like when that first time that happened, everyone jumped to like what was the other TikTok people were doing?
They have Reels on Facebook. That's one.
There's Reels, and then there was a couple of them, and like with Twitter too. If you like jump to Blue Sky or Mastodon or whatever, whatever one, like it's social media. We've had this had this conversation where it's like.
Social media always evolves.
Yeah, every 10 years there's going to be a new dominant social media thing out there, and you're gonna have the same exact thing happen every year. I'm sure there'll be another TikTok clone out there.
I mean, just because some of us weren't really around for it, the rest of us we had MySpace back in the day.
Yep, or Vine.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, MySpace. I want to be in your top 5 friends list.
No, that guy lost all the music that was on that website. The previous owner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tom sold it to somebody.
It was Justin Timberlake.
Oh, he sold it to Timberlake?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Why I know that, I don't know, because I never had MySpace.
I was like, were you even around for MySpace?
I was around towards the tail end, I think.
Were you alive? No.
I knew. I'm not that young. I'm only 24. I know certain things.
He knows things. He read them on Wikipedia.
On my other, the podcast I'm part of, the constant joke now is that I'm the youngest one there. I am, because everyone else there is like in their 30s or 50s. So And I'm like,
Well, we're not quite there yet.
No.
We don't have 50s yet.
no. Is there anything else we wanted to touch on besides just talking about how we hate? Yeah.
I was going to say, we're just making a whole podcast and making fun of your age.
There we go. You'll do a roast episode. That will go great. Like,
oh, that would be actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I can write jokes for that one.
there you go. Next episode. No.
The roast of no. We need to wait till Strange get married. The roast of Strange. No.
We don't tell him. He just pops on, and then.
Then you have to cut all this out now.
Yep.
This is your virtual bachelor party right here. No.
There. I'm sure he'd love that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I gotta figure out what we're doing for bachelor. I got 2 bachelor parties I gotta do somehow. Thanks for reminding me that.
Hey, you're welcome. All right, I'll figure that one out. Preferably something that's appropriate for a Christian. That'd be good.
Oh yeah.
It was dark. Oh.
I had one idea, but I got vetoed. I was told I couldn't do it. That'd be too mean.
Oh boy.
So, was there anything else we wanted to touch on?
I'm good if y'all are.
Okay. Yes. Well, you can't veto this, but you can go check us out on social media at Pizza Party Pod. Appreciate you guys listening to another episode 31. If you want to watch more stuff like this, there are plenty of episodes. Go check our last episode out. It was really fun. It was really fun to edit.
Yeah.
It was really fun to edit through. Oh, good Lord, it was fun. My computer, my editing software like glitched and it started like doubling stuff. So I had to like go back through. So I like double sections of stuff that I had already cut. It was having so much fun. Which thank goodness I'm getting a new computer soon, so hopefully I don't have that issue. That's a next month expense that I have already mapped out. So hopefully soon I'll have a new computer. Thank goodness.
Keep saying that like every podcast.
No.
I'm gonna have a computer next time.
Listen. Hey,
He got the Ethernet cable. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a start. That is a start. I'll give you that.
There you go. Hey, listen, baby steps. It's a new year. Don't judge me.
Next time he'll have the next mouse.
No, my mouse is good.
Or the new keyboard,
Listen, I probably need a new keyboard. Like earlier, it was plugged in and it just started glitching. So I think it's time for. I got it at Goodwill, so I don't know how old this keyboard is. So, but if you like stuff like this, please go follow us at Pizza Party Pod. Please.
Sorry, I'm going to pass out. I'll explain so much.
What? If you want to go follow me, you can follow me at ft_fastfoodreviews. I recently, I'm working on some retrospective stuff. So I just shot my retrospective of top drinks from last year that I tried. That was fun to do. So check that out. And I kind of talked about, I'm working on another one talking about like the popcorn buckets I bought this year because I just like collecting that stuff. If you can't tell behind me, because I'm not on a green screen either. That's the other thing. I'm not on one, so nothing's glitching out. I look very white. I don't know why, because it wasn't looking like this earlier. I think that's just like my camera, which is frustrating because it's a new camera. I don't know what's going on, but you can check that out. Dawk, where can they find you?
TikTok and places at rsdawkins84.
Heck yeah. And Crad, where can they find you?
They can find me here as well as God's First Geek Second. And I'm hoping in the new year that I will be working on some other media projects, but it is still to be determined.
TBD. Heck yeah. You can also check out Strange. He's not here. He won't be here for a little bit as he is working on moving and getting married. So best luck to him. I've never done either of those, but I can imagine, especially he's moving like a whole other state. So like that's yeah, it's big. You could follow him. All of our stuff's down below. He's over at Strange Shoe Society, and then he has like a music thing. And of course, there's Kingdom Streamers, which he does with Silly, which I was just talking to earlier today. I was wishing him a happy new year. So
he's alive?
Yeah, he was saying he's been really busy with work. I told him, dude, whenever you're able to come on, it's like whenever you feel like it, you're welcome to come on. So
yeah. It's been a minute with Silly. Man.
I know. We're missing some keyboard action.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully he didn't get his keyboard from Goodwill.
You read my mind. Wow. I was going to not say it, but
Because
I
I
thought
saw the look on your face. I was like, he's gonna make fun of me for it. As soon as I say something, I got to beat him to it. But you can check him out. And again, our socials, and we'll be on the radio.
Yep.
I think I can't remember what date it is. I just put in the Dropbox the edited episodes and all of our social media stuff and our logo. So I think it starts the 6th or the 10th. And I can't remember what the radio station is. I'll probably have it somewhere because I was trying to figure that all out so I wasn't going to forget. Now I've forgotten. So kudos to me for doing that. So
You're too young for all that forgetting stuff.
listen, I just have a short-term memory. My friends know this. This is why I have sticky notes with stuff on it to remember. Thanks for hanging out with us on this episode of the Long Distance Party Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did. Remember, no matter how far apart we are, pizza brings us together. If you liked what you heard, consider following us at Pizza Party Pod. You can leave a like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube or wherever you're listening to us at audio. Catch you next time, same place, same pizza. Man, really wish they saved me a slice. I'm getting hungry over here.